Hello, hello, hello. Another Tuesday has come. Thriving Teen Tuesday. I hope you guys are thriving every day and not waiting for Tuesday, okay? Please thrive every day. It's important. So today, I am here to talk to you about, is love scary? Is love scary? Should I be scared of love? What is love? That's what we're talking about today. The short answer is no, love is not scary. Love is complicated, but true love is not scary. Love is a selfless act, so it should be very simple. I am freely giving my love to you and not expecting anything in return. I am being kind to you and not expecting anything in return. I am not being envious with you. I'm not being selfish. I am literally just honoring you and loving you for who you are and not what you bring to the table or what you can do for me. So love, when you break it down to the root of love, love is not supposed to be scary. Love is not supposed to be complicated. Love is very, very simple. It is a selfless act. And we make it complicated because, to be honest, as human beings, we're lazy. We don't want to go through all the steps. We want to do 1, 2, 3, but we don't want to do 4, 5, 6. And then we want to jump to number 10 and then come back to number 1 when it suits us. So a lot of times, because we pick and choose, our love is not consistent and our love is not sincere. And as a teenager, it is very important for you to love yourself. I keep saying it to you, but you have to love yourself and know what is the principle for love for myself first. So I'm not going to be sitting there putting myself in situations where I'm going to be envious of people, because that's not loving myself. That means I don't feel like I'm good enough. I'm looking at somebody's something and thinking, oh, mine is not beautiful because I don't have what that person has. So you're not practicing self-love. It's very important for you to practice that first. And then in order to be able to love somebody else, you have to know what love is. In order for you to be able to recognize what love is, you have to love yourself first and also recognize what love is also. Your parents have unconditional love for you. They should have unconditional love for you. And again, the complications come from the human aspect, but not from the word itself. So what does that look like? I have this little thing in my kitchen that comes in very handy because there's some days where I'm really upset and I'm like, what is going on? And I read it and it truly blesses me. Let me get up. Okay, so here, I'm making you read backwards, but so here is the love. Love is patient, love is kind. So a lot of times with patience, it's like, okay, I just need you to love me right now. I have all these things that I need and you just not doing it fast enough. Love is kind. I'm not sitting there being mean to you and then telling you that I love you and talking to you disrespectfully or anything like that. Love does not envy. So what you have has nothing to do with me. If you're making more money than me, I'm still happy with it. If you have better grades than me, I still love you. It does not do anything to me. Love does not boast. So I'm not going to be sitting there telling you, oh, well, I'm better at this than you, or, I have this and you don't have. Love is not proud. That also comes with the same thing. So you're not sitting there like beating on your chest that you're better than anyone. Love does not dishonor others. This is very, very simple, but it's talking about putting people up to a high esteem. So you're not going to sit there and disrespect people or anything like that. Love is not self-seeking, meaning very simply, it's not about you. You're not loving somebody because you are seeking something for yourself. Is exactly what the word says. Love is not easily angered. So everything the person does, you're mad, and then I'm not talking to you because I'm mad at you. And every 5 minutes you're mad at the person. That's not love. Love keeps no record of wrongs. You don't have an archive somewhere waiting. Oh, yesterday you did this to me, 2 points. Tomorrow you did this to me, 2 points. We're not keeping record of all the things that the person does wrong. It doesn't mean you have to forgive or forget, but it does mean that you're not using it against them. And love does not delight in evil. Love does not delight in evil, which means I'm out for the betterment of you. I'm not sitting there trying to hurt you or damage you in any way. Love rejoices with the truth. Love always protects, trusts, hopes and perseveres. So protects, I got your back, your front, your side, I'm with you. Trust, I'm putting my trust in you the same way you would put your trust in me. And I'm trusting you that whatever it is that you're saying to me is exactly what it is. And love always hopes, which means you're not sitting there waiting for the other person to have a downfall. You are wishing well for them. You're thinking positive. So if they do something to you, you're not thinking immediately, oh, this person has bad intentions for me, so that's why this happened. But rather, you're being hopeful that I know this person doesn't mean that, and that's the reason why this happened. So I can approach them with a positive mindset and say, you know what, this thing that you did to me or for me, I didn't really like it. Love always perseveres, which means just because one person did one thing wrong to you doesn't mean that that's the end of the world. You still have to be able to communicate with them. Even if you don't enter a relationship with them or anything like that, you still have to be able to communicate with them and then help them to grow. So if you're currently in a relationship and you feel like you think you're in love, or the person has expressed love to you, but if you go through this list of things that I didn't write, by the way, but if you go through this list and you're like, maybe you do 2 out of 3, or maybe you don't do anything at all, or maybe you're doing great. And it's not just, condemn them type of situation. It's definitely, let's have a conversation to realize maybe we need to be on the same page of what love is. And as you have learned about love, you should also teach somebody else about love in the most humbling way that you can. Okay, you're not going to go there and be like, remember, love is not proud. Oh, I know this and you don't know. I know the real way to love, because love is very simple, but it's very, very, very difficult to implement, only because of the human aspect. Our desires get in the way. Our selfishness gets in the way. I don't care who you are. Everybody has a selfish bone, and it gets in the way. And a lot of times we don't even see that we're not showing what love is. It's not just saying, oh, I love you, and thinking, oh, it's so cute. Oh, he told me he loves me. Oh, she said the L word. Oh, butterflies. That's not what it is. Love is action. An action, not just by your mouth running, but by your words and by your demeanor, by every single thing. And you're not loving somebody in front of somebody else, but you're loving them consistently in front and behind closed doors. You're sticking up for them even when the person is not present, and you're showing love. You should be able to walk down the street and somebody say, oh, I can see that these people are in love, because you can see the happiness. But please be mindful that the other person is not supposed to give you happiness. The happiness, the joy is from yourself. And then the other person is just a bonus to you. So whether you're single or in a relationship, you should still be happy. Don't say because I'm single, I don't have love. Yes, you do. You have love for yourself. If nobody else, you should have love for yourself. Your parents love you. Everybody has different ways to show love. And if you have established that this is the way you feel loved, communicate that. If a lot of times we say love languages and nobody really dives into it, I definitely recommend that you go ahead and take a test and find out, how do you express love and how do you receive love? I find a lot of times people give love the way they want. So if my love language is acts of service and I do something for you, I feel like I'm showing you love. But maybe you don't care about acts of service. You care about words of affirmation. And I'm not so great at I'm not so great at words of affirmation. So that's something that I have to work on. But I can't work on it if you don't bring it to my attention. So please note, love is not scary. Love is not designed to be scary. Love is designed to be a beautiful union of two people. Love is supposed to be a beautiful union of you loving yourself, okay? Loving your maker, loving your parents, loving your friends, your teachers, your neighbors, and being selfless. You cannot love somebody because you want something in return. That is not love. If that person gave you nothing at all, would you still love them? And you can love people from a distance and you can love them close by, okay? Don't think that everybody has to be, you don't have to be in love with everybody. You can have love for a total stranger. Love is not, oh, you have to be my boyfriend or girlfriend in order for me to love you. No, you can love a total stranger. You can love your brother, sister. You can love your friends. Love is supposed to be a shared experience that you're supposed to give out freely to people. It's not reserved for one person. Marriage is reserved for one person, but love is not reserved for one person. Because if that's the case, you know, your parents love each other, they can't love you. Think about it that way. So as you watch this, I hope this has blessed you. Share this with a friend. Give me a thumbs up so I know I'm doing something, because sometimes I'm like, who am I talking to? But share, like, subscribe, follow, you know, all the good things. And just remember, all I'm asking you to be is to be selfless. And I know sometimes it can be hard because you're like, wait, you want me to be selfless? Have you met these people? They don't do da-da-da-da. Surround yourself with people who are equally yoked. Therefore, people who are worthy of your love. And it's very simple. You're not going to be in love or show love or, you know, throw yourself mercilessly at somebody's feet and they're abusing you in one way or another. That is not love. That is not a person who's ready to receive your kind of love. And again, you can love people from a distance. You don't have to be hands in hands with everybody at all times, okay? But number one, please start with loving yourself. I can't stress this enough. Love will be very scary if you don't know what it looks like to love Mabel, i.e. me loving myself. Insert your name. And together, we're going to thrive, okay? Whether you like it or not, we are going to thrive. Keep watching. Every Tuesday, we will be dropping some nuggets, and I know it's going to be a blessing to you. Go ahead and give me a comment if you have anything that you would like to discuss. Talk to you guys soon. See you next Tuesday.